we manufacture our own hot sauce, spaghetti sauce, fiery hot apple sauce, barbecue sauce, and salsas right now. It started, you know, when I was real young. My mom and dad always used, you know, hot sauce and everything that they ate, and I just acquired a taste for it and went from there. Last year, a good friend of mine said, you know, maybe you should think about doing this full time, and here I am. Trial and error is how, to be honest, is where I got a lot of it. I hit up everybody that I know that's already in the industry and ask them questions. You know, I'm not gonna lie, it's been a learning experience since day one. We started this May 4th of last year. You know, luckily I have a business partner that has that background. My job is I try to make everything hot. He makes everything taste good. Sometimes, you know, when you're gonna get, you know, like for example, if I'm gonna say, well, I need, you know, 200 pounds of habanero peppers, they're gonna be hot. But if, let's say, I need something that's a little bit more mild, but I still like that habanero flavor, because habaneros have a really fruity flavor, you know, that's when we start playing with them and you know, try to tone them down a little bit. You're not really changing the flavor. Okay. What you're changing is the heat intensity. Okay. And what you're doing when you're changing the heat intensity is, it all depends really how much water you know, the plant is receiving. The active ingredient, you know, in all peppers is the amount of capsaicin that it has. That's what actually makes it hot. Okay. One of the things that we do is, you know, if you want them hotter, don't give them as much water. Okay. Because then that's obviously, you know, it's the same thing as diluting it, is what you're doing when you're adding all that water to it. When you know, throughout the growing season, the more you water it, great, the leaves will look nice and big and green, but you're also going to have something that's less hot. Last year was a great year for growing peppers because we had such a dry, hot summer. So I mean, mine turned out, you know, to be honest, I was trying to tone them down, and they ended up going the other way. I mean, you can, there's certain tricks and stuff when you're cooking in the process that, you know, when you're actually making the sauce, that you can do to you know, pull out more heat or less heat as well. But you know, we're trying to do everything as well. We are currently, everything's all natural. We don't add any additives or anything to anything that we make. So the whole point of that is that's the reason why we decided to start playing with the peppers, to see what we could do without adding anything to them. We entered the amateur hot sauce contest that they have at Cinco de Ohio at the North Market last year. One of the judges, K. John from K. John's Fiery Foods, you know, talked to us afterwards and said, man, this is really good. You should think about doing something with this. That's when I said, I just never looked back. And now he and I have become, you know, pretty good friends. I talk to him probably 2 or 3 times a day. So, and not necessarily about hot sauce, just about anything. So, you know, he's proved to be just, you know, a great friend and just totally invaluable resource. You know, I mean, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. We do everything in small batches, keep our hands on everything. If, you know, the two of us, like I said, my partner and I, we are involved 100% in everything from the picking of the material to the last label that goes on. So we do, you know, we may not do it, but we are there while it's being done, because it's our, you know, it's our name, you know.